Hey, this is Dr. Sheun-oke. I trust you're well. Okay. So it was amazing to have a chat with all of you, especially for the ones that were able to make it live on the Telegram and info session about how to set up, yourself in the UK as doctors coming into the United Kingdom. Um, so I've had a chat with a couple of you, and I think this is going to be useful. So I'm recording this to be able to kind of like walk you through the sort of insurance that I spoke about at the during the presentation. If you have not, if you're not there live, please do go and listen to the audio. It's very, very high beat and everything. And hi, yeah, you can just put a face to my voice. It was an interesting session. All right, so in the United Kingdom, when you get here, I say that when you get to Rome, you behave like a Roman, and we've seen several things happening to newbies to the UK, and like I shared a few stories on that day. So it is good planning to have your plan B, which is all your insurance. So for anything insurance, I'll be helping you with that. This that I'll be sharing with you is different from your professional indemnity insurance. Obviously, for you to practice in the UK, you definitely have to have that one. So it's totally different. This one is you personally, right? Make sure that your back is covered. So the policy I was talking about is Metlife, because for most of the insurance companies that are in the UK, for any of the mainstream, you want £1 million life insurance, you want 5 million in life insurance, they expect to have minimum 6 months GP records in the UK. And like I've encouraged a lot of you, and you have actually taken action to make sure that you register with your GP. Now with Metlife, it's called Everyday Protection. It does not require you, as long as you've set up your bank account, they'll cover you immediately. And these are some of the features that are on it. So I'm going to share my screen and share that with you. Now, for some of you that have already said yes, well done, we've set that up for you. For some of you that say, okay, you know what, let's get our first salary, then so that we don't start transferring naira to pounds to pay for our insurances. Yeah, I'll say my sister is going to be reaching out to you. I'm booking you for appointments from between now and I'll say book you into my diary for September, because by then at least you'll have gotten your salary, and then you're sure that you start behaving like us in the UK. I'm saying that when it comes to financial planning, it is not fear mongering, it is just planning, right? The plan A is for you to go to work and get paid at the end of the month. The plan B is if that goes south, what happens? Where's your financial backing? So if you got your children, if you got your spouse, or you're still single, it's fine. This has a bit of everything. So I'll share with you. And then for some of you that I've already spoken to, I'll say starting at the midpoint is okay. So if you're going for 3 units, it's still fine. But you not having anything at all, I will not advise doing that. So information about this, it's got Everyday Protection, and it's very, very affordable, because you can start even with £11. You can have a unit. Now this is what it costs. So the core cover, so each of the units has the same thing, but the more units you have, the more benefits that pays out, right? So if life happens, like that there's finance available without you having to fall back on your savings, which a lot of you don't have yet, all right, because you're still converting a lot of naira to pounds to sort out your bills. All right, so core cover starts at £10. The maximum that this will do is £50. Now, if you have £60 to give them, they don't want it, because they're not asking you for any medical history. So you got anybody that meets that have sickle cell, you got someone that that's pre-existing conditions, someone that's overweight or obese, you use 10 medications, they don't care. They've already looked at the risk, and they've told us the maximum risk that they can take, and so you can have access to it. There's no exclusions as long as you've come into the UK, right, and you have your bank account and you have a place to stay. Yes, you can. It's a yes for you. All right. So core cover starts at £10. Children cover, even if you have 12 children, is just £2 per unit. All right. And active cover, as long as you move your limb and maybe go for walks and everything, or go to the gym, I always recommend active cover, because it covers some other things that normal insurance may not cover. All right, so core cover, what can you claim on? So prevention, there was an accident, there's an arm, ankle, hip, any broken bone, it's pay up to £1,000, right? It's pay £1,000 for 1 unit. So if you've got 5 units, it's £5,000. So like I say, for a lot of you, they're going for like the midpoint to start with, which 3 units. That means that can be a £3,000 payout. If there's any form of minor broken bone, it's paid £50, maximum 1,250. Hospitalization. So if there is anything that happens and you were hospitalized due to an accident, immediately you have what we call your income protected, right? So for every 24 hours that you stay in the hospital, it pays out £50 per night, and that will pay out for even up to 1,000 nights. This has been the lifestyle for a lot of my clients. All right, so I would say I recommend have this one. Now, if the hospital stay is due to any other illness or whatever that's not by accident, there's a 12-month moratorium, meaning you need to have that policy for 12 months before they can cover you. So yeah, it is a business. So they don't just want to rush in because you have pre-existing condition. You're suddenly saying we should start paying you. No, it doesn't work that way. So if you got pre-existing condition and you wait to fall ill, right, then you've got to have the policy for 12 months before it can pay your income, protect your income. But if it's by accident, it's immediate cover. You know that you won't lose the income because you're in the hospital. All right. So also pays out 25,000 if they send for paralysis, blindness, loss of arm. Now people are all of this. You know what? It's everyday thing that happens. People don't just die anyhow in the UK, but it could happen in Nigeria because people have accidents a lot. But in the UK, there are still accidents that could come due to your work or whatever. Or a typical example, one of my clients had one of their children in private school. They went to do sports and then got a broken bone. In fact, thank God for this, was able to support the family, because if anything happens to your child, you taking time off, nobody really pays for that. But it's only them. So under the children cover. Now it covers against burns, deafness, loss of finger, and total permanent disability is paid £250,000 out. So 50,000 per unit. Now, if death occurs by accident, and we've seen that happening to a lot of people that actually came into the UK, we call them Jacose, right? You don't want to leave your back uncovered. That means this will pay out £40,000 per unit up to, so that literally have accidental life insurance up to £200,000. Now, if they were to occur non-accidentally, so that this person slept and didn't wake up, all the premiums that person has paid within the first year is returned. So you never lose on this one, right? And then year 2 pays out to £5,000. After year 5, it actually pays out £10,000 in I call it funeral cover. Now it's not free to die in the UK. That's on the street. It's a minimum bill of £10,000 to your family. So why would we want to bother anybody? I've shared my story. So like I said, go back and listen to the audio of my presentation. So this is a starting point, all right, for all of you. And after 6 months, then we can start looking at diversifying and see what else is available for you. Like the full life insurance, you want 500,000, you want 1 million, we can do that. But you know what? This is cheap. It covers you immediately. They don't ask any questions. Is a good starting point, and it's affordable for you. So if you've got children, that will also pay out on children. Any price for children or critical illness that happens, it will pay up to £100 per night on each of the children. And also, if there's any form of cancer diagnosis, this will pay out up to £25,000. So it's got critical illness cover, got life cover, it's got income protection, it's got, and if you're active and you've got kind of like dislocation, ligament tear, rupture, tendon rupture, whatever, this will pay out up to £5,000. This is what I say is a good starting point. The name of the company is called Metlife, and I'll be the one to help you to set all of that up. Obviously, you cannot say, oh, I want to do this, and I go directly to them. You literally have to be helped by an advisor, and that is what we do. So Emergence Financial Services is the name of the company, and every other thing that you're going to do on insurance, that from your indemnity, will be able to undo that for you. So I think I'll just put this together so that I can send this information to you, and then my assistant will call you to book you in, so I don't keep repeating the same thing over and over again. I believe this, I said it all. And they'll also send you kind of like a picture of what I just shared now. Can you have access to life insurance and critical illness cover? Yes, you can, right? As long as you've done your GP registration. But this gives you a bit of everything, and I think it's relevant to your situation now if you do it immediately. All right, chat, that's it. Metlife is called Everyday Protection. Oh, let me see if I can share this lady's testimony. I'm not sure if it is. If I can, just give me one moment. Let me see if I can get. No, I can't get. I'll share. I'll send it to you guys. But that's a real people, real result. You know that this has helped. So, like I said, we pray you never need it, but you know that if there's a need for you to have support financially, you won't panic because you got something. All right.